What's going on, guys? My name's Sean, and if you landed here, you're watching Scar My Guitar. What's going on, fellas? Now, a couple videos back, we compared my parts caster to a real genuine made in Mexico Fender. $450 for the parts caster, $900 for the made in Mexico. Same guitars, same pickups, electronics, bridge, bodywood, everything the same. You heard them, they even sound the same. I don't see a $450 difference. Now I got to looking at the comments on this video, and this guy, man, he's pure genius. Basically what he said is, aren't all Fender's parts casters? It was like some bell went off inside of my head when I read that. So that got me thinking. Is it possible to make a killer Strat just as good as a $900 made in Mexico Fender for somewhere around 300 bucks, brand spanking new? I mean, all the parts are gonna be brand spanking new. Now, for those of you guys that are gonna cry, oh, yeah, I gotta put it together. I know there's gonna be guys that are gonna say, man, I can't put it together. Now, if you're an old guy like me, and you don't know how to fix your own guitar by now, you really should be ashamed of yourself. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you didn't see that other video, my Fender guitar, straight out of the box, needed a fret job. That's going to be the only part of building that guitar that's going to be a little tedious. And that's really simple too once you get it down. Now hang on just a dang minute. Sean, you're an idiot. Fender's the best thing you're ever going to find anywhere, ever. This is a real genuine, made in America Fender Telecaster. Straight from the factory. With a little hole beside the bridge there, you can see where they over-routed the pickup cavity. That was for all you guys that swear everything Fender's better. I'm ready to spend 300 bucks if you are. Now the object to this little game is going to be to buy the best stuff we can for the least amount of money. And none of the parts can be licensed by Fender or Fender. Man, I'm ready to see what we can come up with. So that's going to be enough lip-flapping. Let's make it happen. Alright, so let's start off with the body. This looks pretty good right here. Sunburst outer. I don't know this company, never bought nothing from them. Let's buy it. Alright, let's move on to the neck. Now the tricky thing about these necks on Amazon is they don't last long because of the headstock shape, I think. I think it's got a copyright issue, they make them take them down or whatever. Or maybe they just sell them out real quick. But here's one right here, we'll grab this one. I'm going to leave a link, but I'm willing to bet you that it's not going to be there when you look by the time I make this video. So all you got to do is search Strat neck on Amazon, you'll find one. Okay, for the Fender parts caster, I bought a pre-wired pickguard that was HSS Alnico 5. Look at this little guy right here from Fleor. It's a cream pickguard. It's going to look great on that Sunburst Strat. Let's grab it. Now, I love Fender tuners, but next in line is Grover. Let's grab these auto-locking minis. Now, it's going to be hard to find a trim system to beat the old Made in Mexico Fender for the price. But look at this guy right here. Man, it looks just about the same, don't it? And I actually like those thicker zinc saddles. Yeah, it comes with the claw and everything. I say we grab it. Now you know you're going to need a little football jack. We'll grab this little guy here. And a neck plate. And that's our guitar. Now I'm not real good at math, but I think that was $308. Everything's here. Let's see what we got. Let's open up the body. Are you ready? Let's do it. Oh, it's in there upside down. That's crazy. Now that's cool. The other one didn't come like that. Fellas, that's a beauty. That thing was $100. Now it does have a hole in the neck pocket, and it's painted in the neck pocket. That's not like that in the picture on Amazon. But that's okay. Let's see how the neck fits. That's really nice. That's not cheap, crappy wood. I handle it all the time. I'm telling you right now, it's not. Pretty good. Now, there's no sideways play. Let's pop this old pickguard on and take a sneak peek at what it's going to look like. I mean, okay, parts caster. You're looking pretty sweet there. Now, that body's just as thick as a real Fender guitar. Oh. That's the other guy. Yep, we're going to play those two side by side in the end. Let's put this thing together. First things first, let's put our straight edge on it. It's got a little rock if you can tell. So let's get our Allen wrench out. Flip it back this way and take that tension off. Yep, now it's completely loose. Still got a little bit. We'll go like this to it. There we go. Beautiful. All right, let's see what kind of fretwork it's got. Somebody said I wasn't rocking the thing last time, so there we go. A little rock there. A little bit there. A little there. So it needs fretwork. Let's just go ahead and do it. Now some of you guys say you're not going to be able to do this, but I believe in you, man. Just pay attention. I'll help you out. Now what I did was I took a file, regular old file, and I cut it off and I put it on this really straight piece of wood. I glued it on there. So now I have this real straight file. I'm going to use that to level these frets. Now the smart guys in the crowd noticed that I started over here and ended up over here. Now also didn't file this fret right here too much. Now these aren't stainless steel frets, but they're still more concentrated down here after the 12th fret. So we'll do down here a little bit more. That file made quick work of these nickel frets. Now to crown the frets, I love this little file that I found on Amazon. Now none of the links that I'm going to share today are affiliate links or nothing like that. I'm just trying to help you out if you want to do some cool stuff. There'll be a link for this in the description too. It comes with a couple of things. A fret hammer, some guards, a couple of files. It's pretty cool. And it's cheap. These fret ends are kind of sharp, but instead of taking a file and rounding them all off, I'm just going to take this sanding pad right here. That'll also round over the fretboard some for us. Yeah, the fret's looking pretty good now, ain't they? Yep, thinking they're looking pretty good now. Now I have to drill the holes for the screws to hold the neck in. I think the easiest way for me to do this is to put my neck plate in here and use an old Phillips head screwdriver for a hole punch. Now I don't want to crack the finish on this, so I put this MDF board underneath it, and that'll help it not crack the finish on the backside when the drill bit's coming out. See what I mean? Now this is kind of tricky to get this underneath here. If I bolt the neck on, it's going to be near impossible to put that pick guard under there. You see that? So here's what I do. I'm going to put the ground through here that goes to the claw. The other two black and white wires are going to go through here to the output jack. I put the neck on, put the pick guard on with it. I'm going to flip it over. Now I can drill my holes for my neck and put the neck in. I just start the holes and then we'll take it back off, drill them on down. So now that I got those holes drilled and the holes in the back of the neck drilled, I can put this up here. I can stand it up like this. And once I got them good and started, I just come over here and go like this. Nice and slow. Now you guys probably don't have the tools that I have, so I just grabbed a straight up wire. I put it down the middle of the neck. Now you see I got the bridge lined up straight. From the nut to the bridge is 25.5. You see that? Now I'm going to install the bridge first before I do the pick guard, because then I can move it around a little if I need to. Just like on the other parts caster, I'm only going to use 2 screw holes. I'm going to use the outer screw holes to see if it makes a difference. Somebody asked me that in a comment. I say we find out. I'm not going to tighten the screws up all the way either so it can float. See that? So I can still move it around a little bit in case I need to. Just in case those pickups don't line up right. These Grover tuners are super cool. They lock automatically. And like I said, if you're an old guy like me, and you tell me you can't do this right here, after my 10 and 11-year-old kids that started at that age doing this same thing, I'm going to tell you, you're just lazy. You take the tuner, you stick it through the hole, put the washer on, screw the little coupling bolt on. I think you could probably train a monkey to do this. Now I'm going to use this straight edge to line them up nice and straight. You see that? Putting these springs is real easy. All you gotta do is get you a nice pair of pliers and grip them real tight. Put your thumb behind it and make sure you grip it real tight. And just push it with your thumb right over it. Now that I got the tuners and the bridge secure, I'm gonna go ahead and put the low E and the high E on this thing so I can make sure the bridge is in the right place. Then I can secure the pick guard and put the rest of the strings on. Now you see I can still move this around a little bit if I need to. So we can get those pickups centered perfectly like that. Alright, let's put the pick guard screws in. Just going to get them started. I'm not even going to drill them that deep. Just want them to go in there straight to begin with. Mother Nature will take care of the rest. Now I can finish putting the strings on. You might not have a holder down or 5,000, but since I do, I'm going to use it. Now this post is the ground. You see the one that goes and it comes all the way around and it rings around? That's the ground wire. This is our positive. Yeah, that's pretty simple. You only have to solder 3 things if you buy that pre-wired pick guard. Drill the holes for the output jack. Again, we're just starting them. Now we solder the ground wire to the claw. I let it get nice and hot before I try to put any solder on it, or it'll just roll right off. Here we are. And I gotta tell you right now, before we even play this thing, I love it. Let's hear it unplugged. Man. Genuine Fender parts caster unplugged. Alright, let's plug them all in. We'll start with the one with the sticker. Now this baby's plugged in. Now let's just run it through some chords. Start in the bridge position. Flip through the switch a little bit. See what happens. Man, you can't beat that Fender sound, can you? Or can you? This is the new parts caster. This one doesn't have a single Fender part on it nowhere. We're gonna do the same exact thing. Alright, genuine Fender parts caster. Same exact thing. We all just heard them all together for the very first time. This guitar to me sounds better. It has not a single Fender part on it. It was $308. Well, I gotta tell you, I think this guitar just might have a little bit more bite than the other two. Now, I can't swear by that. Maybe it's the Grover tuners. Now, at the end of the day, the truth is all three of these are good guitars. Now, this new guitar seems to have a better set of pickups in it to me. Now, I don't know if that's because that's Fender's low line of stuff, and the ones in this guitar just might be Fleor's best. And the funny thing is that Fender's pickups cost more. But at the end of the day, this is a great guitar to take out and gig and beat up. It's $300. It sounds just as good as a $1,000 guitar. What more do you want? You gotta have that sticker, man. Yeah, I used to be an old sticker whore myself, but at this point I think it's more like a sticker sucker. Now tell me in the comments your honest opinion on those three guitars. I don't know if you guys noticed, but we rolled over to 20,000 subscribers. I'm going to show the love by getting out there in that garage, making one of you guys a killer custom guitar. And we're going to be doing some new t-shirts soon. Now, I don't know how all that's going to work out yet. Keep watching, you'll find out. But you guys been telling me to check out some different budget cheap guitars, so I bought a few of them. That's right, I paid for them with my own good money. We're gonna see exactly what we get. Well, that's gonna be it for this video, and I really appreciate you watching. But until next time, don't you touch my Scar guitar.